made it to the limelight, playing into the chatter with a freshly uploaded selfie. On Wednesday, February 3rd, not long after the clip went viral, Trey uploaded a pair of photos of himself staring wide-eyed at his phone. In the caption, he left nothing but a shocked face emoji, no denials. The comment section lit up with remarks such as LMAO, you know what you're doing, Trey, and that's how he was when we seen the video too. Of course, Trey isn't the first artist to allegedly suffer a breach of privacy. He's simply the latest victim. In 2019, Dave East became a trending Twitter topic after nude photos believed to be the Harlem native arrived in a suspicious Dropbox link for all the internet to see. Love and Hip Hop Hollywood personality Safari also had his private photos posted online, but he embraced the incident and turned it into a $1 million business venture with sex toy company Dr. Johnson. In 2018, he revealed he was offered 7 figures if he'd allowed the company to use a mold of his penis for its own sex toy new line. It also happened to Ray Shrummer rapper Sway Lee in 2018, but on accident. While showing off his new ink on one of his Instagram stories, he wound up exposing his penis and quickly became a laughingstock on Twitter due to his diminutive stature. But what do you guys think? How would you react to a situation like this? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell to stay up to date on our new videos. And as always, be sure to keep it all the way locked to PopTheX.com.
Welcome out there. Welcome out there. It is 8:30. I am Frederick Dare, Dr. Dare. Let me turn that off. How are you tonight? Soon as you come in, make sure you click share. We have 2 topics that we are talking about tonight, and I will put them on the screen, which I just did, but I don't know if they look right. Okay, let's see. How's everybody's week going so far? I know mine has been busy and hectic and just crazy. Yeah. So, yep, I got my second vaccine shot this week. Last Saturday. And so I feel fine. The first couple of days, I was a little feeling a little weird or strange or whatever, but then it went away, like foggy brain and all that stuff. So come on in. When you come in, click share. We have 2 great topics. I see you out there, Gregory Martin. How are you? Great week. It's Friday. Woo! Yes. And we have 2 topics that we are talking about, and I'm stalling because I'm trying to find them on so that I can post them on the page. But I seem to be struggling to try to find the topics. Okay. But anyway, I hope everybody had a great week. It went by kind of fast. I know I was busy, but I like being busy. Like I said, just here. So chime in. How has your week been? How has your week been? Edit post. There we go. I think I found them. How's your week been? How's your week been out there? I see 3 people out there. Chat. That's where we are. That's why it doesn't look right. Hey, Karen. Seems like we just got home, Karen, right? I know I did. So we have 2 topics tonight. The first one is, do you suffer from imposter syndrome? And do you ever, which means that the questions that follow are, do you ever doubt your success and accomplishments? Do you have an internalized fear of being exposed as fraud? Some thoughts with imposter syndrome is like you must have gotten lucky to get that promotion. Like you're constantly discrediting yourself. And the second one, is, I'm hitting on something that's not, okay, hold on. And the second one is, do you think, sorry, hold on. Yeah, I hope everybody had a good week. I put that in the wrong place. That's why. Okay. There we go. Okay. So back to captions, back to chat, back to graphics, back to this one. There we go. There we go. Okay, and the second one is do you feel that is cut off? Do you feel that a celebrity that is having sex on social media, OnlyFans, or revealing too much about their lives will negatively impact their careers? This is in reference to I've been getting a lot of or been in conversations with a lot of people who are talking about Trey Songz and OnlyFans. So yeah. So we will get started momentarily once a little bit more people come on. Again, like I said, welcome to the Dr. Dare Show live on Friday night. There's YouTube and there's Facebook Live, so you can pick each one, either one that you want to. We do topic hop on Fridays. We usually have 2 or more topics, and I'm just sharing this to different groups. So yeah. So that's what we will be talking about. Hopefully everybody had a good week. Things are going smooth for you. Thanks, Karen, for this topic. Karen gave me the topic, do you suffer from imposter syndrome? Yeah. And so we'll get started momentarily. But once you get in, click share. Let's see. Sharing all of this stuff. Yes. Okay, I've shared enough. Yep. So like I said, we have, hey sis, hey Tanil. Now I can see through my phone. I can see who's joining that way. But anyway, so yeah, we have 2 topics. Number 1, do you suffer from imposter syndrome? Which kind of why I put the follow-up questions, because this is kind of what imposter syndrome is. It's almost like constantly doubting yourself, putting yourself down all the time, not giving yourself credit for anything, any accomplishments that you've ever done. It's almost like having that thought, this ruminating thought in your head telling you that you're not good enough and you don't deserve it, even though you've earned everything and you probably do deserve it. Most people, that suffer from imposter syndrome don't get it. So Karen, since you brought this up, what was on your mind about imposter syndrome? And does anybody on the line, has anybody on the live ever experienced imposter syndrome? I think I did when I first received my doctorate. It's like, when I hear the word doctor, it's just like, oh, don't call me that. And I don't know where that came from, but yeah, that went on for a little while. And I still don't like that. My students call me that, the college students that I teach, but other than that, no. Some of my clients do, but yeah. So does anybody online suffer from imposter syndrome? Do you ever doubt your success and accomplishments? Do you have internalized fear of being exposed as fraud? And that kind of thinking, you usually say, I must have gotten lucky to get that promotion, discrediting yourself. I know we're naturally, for some reason, humans, we naturally think the worst of ourselves. We don't give ourselves credit, but we'll give somebody else credit. Say, for instance, if you graduated from college and you got your bachelor's, you don't feel so good about it. But as soon as Sally or Joe or John got their bachelor's, you're like, oh my God, that is so exciting. That is awesome. And so it's almost like a natural thing for humans to kind of beat themselves up. So hopefully we'll change that after tonight's show. And so that's our first topic. And then the second one is, do you feel that a celebrity having sex on social media, OnlyFans, or revealing too much about their lives will negatively impact their careers? Yes. And I wasn't answering yes, I was just saying. So hold that thought. I'm going to get some water. Talk amongst yourselves. Da, da, da. I'm back. Let me pull my phone out, make sure I'm not missing any conversations. Because the last time I was. So this time I will know if I'm not. Okay. Yeah, so there's the topics. Any comments out there? Comments, dialogue. Is anybody interested in this topic? So that's what we are talking about. Imposter syndrome. And a lot of people probably suffer from it and never put a name on it, but it's basically just downing yourself, even though you have the accolades, even though you own your own business, even though you have achieved so many things in your life. With when imposter syndrome, it's just still you're always doubting yourself and your success. Everybody's quiet. Yeah. Okay, Karen says, I used to discredit myself and I would give shower someone else with accolades over an accomplishment with much more enthusiasm than I would for myself with the same accomplished. And we often do that. I don't know why we beat up ourselves. I mean, I see it every day in therapy sessions. Like I said, I think it's a natural human thing. If you don't become aware that you're doing that to yourself, you're always putting yourself down. You're always somebody else is better than I am, and a lot of that is learned behavior from your childhood and just the way you've always handled things. So we want to become not that by staying. I always talk about mindfulness. Mindfulness is the act of being present, being aware of, being grateful for the things that you do have, and acknowledging, hey, and it's not selfish, it's not bragging or whatever. It's basically giving yourself the accolades that you deserve, because you like you said, Karen, you shower somebody else with praise and all of that stuff. And so we want to do that for ourselves. I don't know why we beat ourselves up all day, every day. I tell you, I see clients all the time, and that's a number one thing, because that does lead to depression. That does lead to anxiety when you're constantly focused on, even though you have that, you own your own business, or you're doing good for yourself, or whatever, you're still downing yourself. And that's kind of what the imposter syndrome is. Now you have a name for it. Yeah. Anybody else? Thank you for sharing that, Karen. So, yep. So Karen says, I used to discredit myself and I would give or shower someone else with accolades over an accomplishment with much more enthusiasm than I would for myself with the same accomplishment. Yeah. So you have the accolades, you've done that, but you're taking the credit away from yourself. And Karen says, I became aware of it in therapy. I had to learn to congratulate myself and not worry about what others said or thought. Good. And a lot of people don't even say anything. I think it's more of an internalized conversation that you have with yourself about not feeling worthy of things that you've done. So everybody on here, you should feel good about where you are in life. You've survived. You take care of yourself. I'm sure there's things that you have that you had to work hard for, that you had to earn. And so you should all feel good about where you are. None of us are the same. None of us are going to reach the same goals or even have a desire to have the same goals. Like I love school. Somebody else may not love school. So that's not their desire. And that's okay. So we just have to learn to love ourselves and not, fall into that imposter syndrome of discrediting ourselves and beating ourselves up. And so, Karen, I'm glad you went to therapy and see, once you become aware of something, you can start to change it. So when you feel like, when you understand that, oh, I am always beating myself up, all my thoughts are always are always negative, then you can start changing that stuff. Good stuff. Anybody else? Hey, Tanisha. Yeah. Let me put the topics back up here. And so there's our topics for tonight. Do you suffer from imposter syndrome? And I gave if you're just joining, I gave like an overview of what that is. It's basically the questions that are following. Do you suffer from imposter syndrome? Basically, you constantly doubt your success and accomplish your accomplishments, and you have internalized fear of being exposed as a fraud. That's a good one. Like, you feel like you're a fraud. You feel like you don't deserve, the stuff that you've earned, but you do. Like I said, everybody on this call should be proud of anything that they've done in their life. If you haven't accomplished anything, then you should be, satisfied. Oh, I like seeing this. Okay. So anything else on the imposter syndrome so we can get to the juicy topic? Okay, we'll go to topic number 2. So it says, do you feel that a celebrity having sex on social media, OnlyFans, I put that there, or revealing too much about their lives will negatively impact their careers? And then I put Trey Songz, because I was working out with my trainer, and he started talking about Trey Songz, and that there's this video of him receiving fellatio from a female and on this social app called OnlyFans. And that's why I came up with this topic. Like, do you think that ruins your career? Or even celebrities getting online every day and just telling things about their lives? Because I don't know about you, I love when a celebrity was mysterious and all you saw them in is at the concerts or whatever, because once you start learning about somebody, you start judging them, I believe. And so for me, I love like Janet Jackson, Tanisha, right? Janet Jackson and the whole Jackson clan, they're all like mysterious. So you only know bits and pieces, but what keeps you a fan, in my belief, is that you don't know a lot about them. You don't know things that they like or some you might know that stuff, but like you don't know if they got a bad attitude. I don't want to know any of that stuff, because to me, it starts taking away from me just going to look at their art and listening to their music or whatever that may be. So what do y'all think about the Trey Songz situation? And like me and my trainer got into this conversation because he's like, well, the new age, the millennials, this is how they function. Like back in the day, if you were a celebrity and you did something like that, your career would be ruined. But nowadays, it's like everybody's jumping on those sexual apps and just letting it be all free willy. So Karen says, my thoughts were colored with thinking I was not good enough, mostly because I used to compare myself to others. So that's on the imposter syndrome. That's part of what I work with clients on, is not constantly comparing yourself to others, because what you're comparing is probably not that person's entire life. It's probably just what they allowed you to see. And so that's why it's never good, because you never know. I mean, you may look at me and think I have everything together, but there's still some faults there that I'm working on. But you when you compare that, that's not a good thing, because you never really know what somebody's going through, and you never want to be in any. I always said that, never want to be in anybody's shoes, because you don't know what's in those shoes. It could be dirty socks. It could be, you know. So yeah, so that's the imposter syndrome. Like I said, we can top a cop. We do that all the time. So our second topic is: do you feel that a celebrity having sex on social media, OnlyFans in parentheses, or revealing too much about their lives will negatively impact their careers? And I put Trey Songz. Like I said, if you're just joining, my trainer was telling me about Trey Songz, and there's him having, fellatio with some woman on his OnlyFans page. And I instantly thought, like, back in the day, if a celebrity did that, their career would probably be ruined. Nowadays, that's a different story. It's almost like the more attention that I get on this topic, I mean, on this page, the better my career would be. What are your thoughts? I feel like I'm just talking. Talking. Y'all are quiet out there tonight. It might be in the air, because that's how it it just seems like it hasn't been a good day all around. So anyway, we'll have a short show if nobody's really saying anything, because I don't want to talk with no comments. And I'm looking on my phone to make sure there is no comments. Dogga. How's everybody feeling out there? Y'all are so quiet. So we went through both topics. The first one was about imposter syndrome, and the second one was about celebrities being online and displaying their goodies. Yeah. Here in 2021, it doesn't hurt a celebrity to be provocative. True. And that's kind of what me and my trainer were saying. But back in the day, boy, that would have been the end of that career. Back in the day. But now, not so much. Tanisha says, I think that it should have a negative impact on their status. And it doesn't. I think there's a marketing method to it. I think that it's done to generate attention, generate music sales, generate attention, so that the sales go up. But I mean, I'm like, I don't want to know that much about the celebrity, actually. Yes. Everybody's quiet. What's everybody doing this weekend? Anything special? I know with COVID, we really can't do much. So, anyway. All right, y'all. So it's a quiet night. So I'm not going to hold and take up your evening time. So thank everybody for joining. Happy Friday. And I will talk to y'all next week. If you have topics, make sure you send them to me so that we can present them and provide an example with them. So then that helps me generate, a better question. But thank y'all.